Imagine a time of great change. It is the mid-19th century. India, a land of ancient kingdoms and vibrant cultures, is undergoing a profound transformation. The British Empire has spread its influence across the subcontinent, establishing what would become known as the British Raj. This new administration sought to unify a vast and diverse territory. They built railways that stretched like iron nerves across the land. They introduced a single legal system. And crucially, they needed a single, reliable currency to bind the economy of their most prized possession. This was the world into which the 1876 Victoria Rupee was born, a small silver disc destined to become a symbol of an entire era. Before this, India was a patchwork of different currencies. Local maharajas and princely states each minted their own coins. This made trade complicated and often confusing. A merchant traveling from one region to another might have to exchange one set of coins for another, losing value with each transaction. The British East India Company had already started standardizing coinage, but with the formal establishment of the Raj, the need became even more urgent. A unified currency was not just a matter of economic convenience, it was a powerful statement of authority. A single coin, used from the Khyber Pass to the southern tip of the peninsula, would signify a single, overarching power ruling the land. The rupee was the chosen standard. The name itself was not new. It had been a part of India's monetary history for centuries. But the British standardized its weight and purity, making it a dependable unit of account. This new rupee was to be the lifeblood of the imperial economy. It would pay the salaries of soldiers and civil servants. It would be used by farmers to sell their crops and by city dwellers to buy their daily bread. The coin was designed to be instantly recognizable, a constant and tangible reminder of the new order that now governed the lives of millions of people across the vast and varied landscapes of India. The introduction of this standardized coinage was a monumental undertaking. It required the establishment of massive mints, the sourcing of huge quantities of silver, and the logistical challenge of distributing these new coins across a subcontinent. This was more than just printing money, it was an act of weaving a new economic fabric for India. The 1876 rupee, in particular, arrived at a significant moment. It was a time when the British presence felt more permanent than ever. The coin was not merely a tool for trade, but a piece of propaganda, a small silver messenger carrying the image of a distant empress into every marketplace and home. The most striking feature of the 1876 rupee is, of course, the portrait it bears. On one side, we see the crowned bust of Queen Victoria. By 1876, she was not just the Queen of the United Kingdom. She was about to be proclaimed Empress of India. Placing her image on the coin was a deliberate and powerful choice. It made the distant monarch a familiar presence in the daily lives of her Indian subjects. For many, this small silver portrait was the only way they would ever see the face of the woman who ruled them from thousands of miles away. The image was meant to convey stability, authority, and the permanence of the British Empire. The journey of each coin began not in India, but in the heart of the empire, London. Here, master engravers at the Royal Mint would meticulously carve the designs for the coin. They created the detailed portrait of the Queen and the intricate floral wreath on the reverse side. These master dies were then carefully shipped to the British-run mints in India, primarily in Calcutta and Bombay. These mints were industrial powerhouses of their time. They were filled with the thunderous noise of steam-powered machinery, the clang of metal on metal, and the heat of furnaces melting down vast quantities of silver. It was a place of remarkable precision and immense scale. The silver itself often embarked on its own long journey. Much of it was sourced from around the world, shipped to India as large bars or ingots. Inside the mint, this silver was assayed to ensure it met the strict purity standard of 91.7%. It was then melted down and cast into long strips. These strips were fed through powerful rollers which flattened them to the exact thickness required for a rupee coin. Blank discs, called planchets, were then punched out from these silver strips. Each blank was carefully weighed. If it was too heavy, it was filed down. If it was too light, it was sent back to be melted again. The final magical moment was the strike. Each silver planchet was placed between two steel dies, one for the Queen's head, the averse, and one for the value and date, the reverse. A powerful coining press would then slam down with immense force, instantly impressing the intricate designs onto both sides of the soft silver disc. In that single thunderous moment, a blank piece of metal was transformed into a coin of the realm. It was now an official 1876 Victoria Rupee, ready to be counted, bagged and sent out from the mint to begin its long and fascinating journey through the hands of an empire. Once minted, the rupees were packed into heavy cloth bags and loaded into fortified chests. These chests were then transported under armed guard, often by the newly built railway system. They travelled to treasury offices and banks in cities and towns all across India. From there, the coins entered the vast and complex circulatory system of the Indian economy. They were used to pay for everything imaginable. A farmer might receive a handful of rupees for his harvest of cotton or wheat. A labourer building a new bridge might receive his weekly wages in these same silver coins. The clinking sound of rupees became a familiar soundtrack in marketplaces everywhere. In the hands of ordinary people, the coin became part of the fabric of daily life. A family might save a few rupees, carefully wrapped in a piece of cloth and hidden away to pay for a daughter's wedding. A shopkeeper in a bustling bazaar would test a rupee by dropping it on his counter, listening for the clear, high-pitched ring of pure silver. The coins were often used for more than just transactions. Their silver content made them inherently valuable. In times of hardship, a rupee could be melted down and sold as silver. Women often had them incorporated into jewellery, turning them into beautiful necklaces or belts, a form of wearable wealth. The journey of a single rupee could be quite extraordinary. A coin paid to a soldier in the northern garrisons of Punjab might travel with him on leave to his village in the south. From there, it could be used to buy goods from a merchant, who might then use it to pay for a shipment of spices bound for the port of Bombay. At the port, the same rupee could be paid to a dock worker, who might then use it to buy a meal for his family. Each time the coin changed hands, it connected people from different regions, different castes, and different walks of life, tying them together in a shared economic reality. These coins did not just travel within India. The British Empire was a global network, and its currency travelled with it. Indian merchants, labourers and soldiers who ventured abroad took these rupees with them. Victoria rupees have been found in East Africa, the Arabian Peninsula and Southeast Asia. They were a trusted currency in many ports along the Indian Ocean trade routes. A sailor from Zanzibar might accept an Indian rupee as readily as his local currency, knowing its silver value was reliable. In this way, the small coin bearing the Queen's face became an ambassador of British India, a recognised symbol of economic power far beyond its own borders. The world of the Victoria Rupee came to an end in 1947. This was the year India achieved its independence. The British Raj was dissolved and the country was partitioned into India and Pakistan. With the departure of the British, their symbols also began to fade. The image of the British monarch was no longer appropriate for the currency of a newly independent nation. The Republic of India soon began to issue its own new coins and banknotes, featuring national symbols like the Ashoka lion capital. The old Victoria rupees were gradually withdrawn from circulation, replaced by the money of a new era. For a time, these old silver coins simply disappeared into vaults and melting pots. The new Indian government recalled large quantities of the old currency. Many rupees were melted down so their silver could be used for other purposes, including the minting of new post-independence coins. For many people, these coins were simply old money, worth only the value of the silver they contained. They were relics of a past that many were eager to move on from. The clinking sound of the Empress's silver coin, once a constant in the nation's life, slowly faded into silence, replaced by the currency of a free and sovereign India. However, as the years passed, people began to look at these old coins differently. They were no longer just obsolete currency. They were historical artifacts. Each coin was a tangible connection to the past, a miniature time capsule from the era of the British Raj. Numismatists, the formal name for coin collectors, began to seek them out. They appreciated the coins for their beautiful design, their high silver content, and the rich history they represented. The 1876 rupee, as one of the earliest issues bearing the Empress title, became particularly sought after. It was a coin that told a powerful story of empire, industry, and daily life. Today, the 1876 Victoria Rupee is a prized item for collectors around the world, even in places like the United States, where it never circulated. Its value is no longer just the one rupee stamped on its face, or even the value of its silver. Its true worth lies in its story. Holding one of these coins is like holding a piece of history in your hand. It sparks the imagination, taking us back to the bustling markets, grand colonial buildings, and vast railway networks of 19th century India. It is a small silver survivor from a bygone world, a testament to the fascinating journey of money and empires across time.